everyone, and welcome to the Karen Support Podcast. Kaylee, what episode number is this? I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I have no idea. But
We
I
don't,
think we're like 23, 24. I don't know, but they're all awesome. So
yes, we don't know what episode number is this, but it really doesn't matter right now because today I have a very special guest, our very own Kaylee from Karen Support. She, as you might all know her, is the social media rock star, our social media strategist, TikTok star, and Instagram superstar. And I'm so happy to have her with us today. Hi, Kaylee.
hi, I'm really happy to be here and getting a chance to talk about what I do.
Absolutely. This is going to be such a great podcast, I would say, because people are going to be able to learn so much about how to self-promote themselves on social media, and also companies in healthcare, just to know how you just how to use social media to your advantage, and that's what you're going to talk about today, and it's great. Now let's get started.
Okay.
Would you like to talk about a little bit about your career, your background, and anything that you like to share?
For sure. Well, I didn't actually get my start in digital marketing or social media management. I actually went more the route of just administrative professional work. So like front desk, receptionist, that kind of thing. And then about 6 years ago, I got pregnant with my first daughter. And I had her, and for about 5 years, I've been a stay-at-home mom. And during the pandemic, I decided that I wanted to go back to work, but I didn't want to go back to doing what I was doing before. So I actually went back to school during the pandemic with two kids under the age of 4. And I got my diploma for digital marketing specialist from Trias College. And that is where I was introduced to the team here at Caring Support. I was lucky enough to do my internship with Caring Support. And then I guess they loved me so much, they decided to keep me on. So
We did.
hopefully I'm, proven that I was worth all the headache, I guess.
Oh, yes, no headaches, but yes, you were worth it, and we're so happy to have you as part of the team. Okay, so as social media specialist, what can you say is the best thing that healthcare workers can do to attract employers to them, besides, of course, joining Care and Support?
Of course. So the very first and foremost thing is for healthcare workers to create their free Caring Support account. Um, it's from there, it's all about making sure that your profile is fully filled out, and you want to try and strive to see that 90% to 100% fill out rate on your profile. And when you get in that range, you actually get this cool little like flame beside your name in your profile. And that actually means that you have a top tier profile. And having that top tier profile status means there's a good chance that healthcare organizations will actually reach out to you via the messaging tool. And they'll use search filters on their end in order to find you as a top tier profile. And that's also like the really cool thing about the Caring Support platform is that it's not just up to the healthcare worker to do the job search. Healthcare employers are going to come to you too. So making sure that that profile is fully filled out, that's your biggest first step.
Awesome. Now, social media is a tricky place to be, especially right now. What would you say are those do's and don'ts that you recommend for healthcare workers active on social media?
Oh, goodness. I could probably talk about this one forever. There's a lot of do's and don'ts when it comes to social media, just in general, let alone social media and its effect that it can have on your career. Social media is a very amazing tool that a lot of professionals across the globe are using to find their next dream job or their next amazing employee. The world's quite literally your oyster when it comes to the exposure and access to information and opportunities that you can find online. But the use of your social media can actually both positively and negatively affect your ability to get that dream job. it really depends on what you're putting out there. So you want to make sure the first thing that you do is to check your privacy settings on your social media pages. Everything that you share can be found by anybody. Even if your privacy settings are locked right down, if a friend tags you in a post or in some kind of article or a picture online and you don't know about it or you didn't approve it, you can be found that way too. And healthcare organizations, really any business organization across the globe, is starting to use social media as a way to get to know potential employees before they even bring them in for an interview. So your social media is like that cover page to your story. It's going to tell them what they need to know and whether or not you'd be a good fit for the team. And it's just really important that what you're putting out there is something that you wouldn't mind people to see. Something I like to say is like, if you are going to share something or post something or comment on something, if you would take that post or that picture and stand outside your local grocery store and share it with everybody as they walk in, then be my guest. It's a good public post. Otherwise, if you wouldn't want to stand on a platform outside your grocery store and scream things at the top of your lungs, you might want to change your privacy settings on it. And you can get really picky with your privacy settings too. It doesn't have to just be public or private. You can pick who you want to see it and how often you want these settings to be changed. It just takes going into your actual privacy settings and checking things out once in a while and just making sure that the version of yourself that you're putting out there on social media is the best version you can.
That makes a lot of sense. And I loved your strategy for choosing if a photo should go out there or not. Like if you would give it to your neighbor, hey, look this cool picture I took, then it's safe. If not, please keep it to yourself.
Exactly. Like, kittens and puppies and what you ate for supper, that's great, but there are some pictures that might be best if you don't show them.
Yeah, total sense. Now, there's a wide variety of social media platforms out there, but which ones do you recommend that healthcare workers use to self-promote themselves? Well, self-promote.
The best one for any professional in any industry is LinkedIn. If you've had any kind of work experience or no work experience at all, LinkedIn is really the place where you should start. And it's becoming a place where any employer and any employee are actually being able to communicate and network and be able to make sure that those connections that are being made are something that is going to benefit both the company and the employee. And platforms like Facebook and Instagram, they're standards that most people use. Even TikTok is a rising star when it comes to people promoting themselves. Again, you just really want to watch your privacy settings. Only comment and share on things publicly if that is an image that you want potential employers to see.
Definitely, I get it. And now let's flip the coin a little bit. What about healthcare organizations? What do's and don'ts, or what advice would you give them to really promote their organizations as good places to work?
Yeah, you know, a lot of organizations and businesses do think still that they don't require any kind of an online presence, or maybe they're too busy to build that presence. But the thing here is that you want to have control over that. So it doesn't matter if you're a small time organization with one employee or a larger organization with thousands of employees. Your organization really should be on social media as well as have a website, even if it's only like a page or two just with contact information on it. It's important to have that out there. You should also claim your business page or your business information on Google as well, so that you can have the opportunity to manage reviews that are in there and make sure that it's adequately and accurately a good representation of your business. You want the best image of your business out there. And the only way that you can do that is by controlling the information. And the best way to control that is to take control of your online presence. And a website and social media can help you do that. And it can help your business to attract your next amazing employee, your amazing clients. It's just important to remember that even though it's you as an organization that might be looking for an employee, the employees that are applying to your positions are actually doing their own research. So just like you're looking out to see like, whoa, what does Laura do in her spare time? Um, Employees or potential employees are also doing the reverse for the companies that they're applying for. So they are looking at social media channels, they're looking for reviews, they're looking for employee reviews to really get a feel of the company before they make a commitment, something that's important to them. I mean, nobody wants to go to work for, a company that's maybe misrepresenting themselves online or there's no information out there. That's when your employee turnover will be very negatively affected. So it's really the best thing that you can do to control the information and to be proactive in managing your organization's online presence is to make sure that you are the one doing it and that you're controlling that. And yes, it can take time out of your day, but it does not have to take a lot of time.
Yeah, good points. Thank you, Kaylee. Now let's go back to care and support because that is the topic we are experts on, definitely. We also have certain features that allow healthcare workers to self-promote, like video resumes, which you are great at. So what do you think of this feature particularly?
I absolutely love the video resume. For me, it's kind of like the step in for cover letters. So, cover letters, in my opinion, and in the opinion of a lot of resume writers right now, they're slowly becoming a thing of the past. Not a lot of employers read them because they don't have time. The average amount of time that an employer spends just looking at a resume before deciding if it's going in the hire or contact or garbage pile is 7 seconds.
I thought it was
And
15. 7.
no, 7 seconds. I know. Like that's shorter than most TikToks and most reels and stuff that we've been putting out, like 7 seconds. And so you want to make the best impression that you can. The benefit of having a video resume is that it's an awesome way to ensure that potential employers are checking you out. So they're actually more likely to watch a quick 60 to 90-second video of you giving your elevator pitch, telling them about who you are, what you're passionate about, than it is for them to read a cover letter. So just going in and making that quick video could be the difference between, you getting your dream job or not.
Good point. Definitely. I don't know all the tricks and tips to actually record a video resume, but I will dying to hear what other things can you say about it. What tips can you specifically tell people who are shy, who maybe don't have the right equipment, all of that.
So the best thing that you need to remember, the most important thing, is that it's not long. It is 60 to 90 seconds, max 2 minutes for a video. And I would even say, like, you really want to try and keep it in that 60 to 90 seconds range. Think about when you're scrolling Reels or Facebook or TikTok and you come across a video and that person is just going on and on and on. Like, you scroll right away and you probably scroll within the first 90 seconds if you don't like what you're hearing. So you need to keep that in mind when you're creating your video. The other thing that you can do is before you film that video, hype yourself up. So play some awesome music, talk to a friend that's really good at being like, hey, Laura, you're great. You're awesome at what you do. Keep it up. You can do this. Like just get hyped up. If you need to go for a run, go for a run, shower after. Sweating is
No,
probably not good in the video, but do what you need to do to make yourself feel good because that will shine through. Your personality has the opportunity to be the star of your video resume. It is your very first impression that you're going to make with that employer. And sometimes I know it can be difficult to come up with what to say. So the best thing you can do is to write a script first and practice it in front of a mirror, practice it with a friend, and time yourself. Make sure that it's under that 90 seconds. The more you know exactly what it is that you want to say, the easier it will be for you to stand there and do this and just have a conversation with the camera. I know it's unnerving for some people to stand in front of a camera and to talk or do anything in front of a camera. And believe me, I have my days where I'm like, oh my gosh, do I really have to do this today? I'm not in the mood. But the best thing I can say is just pick a day when you're feeling at your best. And just remember that you do got this and you are a star and only you can do what you do. You bring something to the table that nobody else does. Everybody does. And it's your opportunity to shine.
That sounds great. You just motivated me to create a video resume for care and support just for fun. Well, I'm not a healthcare worker, but who knows? Anyway, let's talk now, last but not least, about those new grads. You know that we are now in the summer, so a lot of people are now going to start their last semester, probably very nervous because after that, or they just recently finished their last semester, nervous about getting out there to the real world. Or what about somebody else who just is now changing careers and is finally, going to live their dream of going into healthcare? What would you recommend for them in terms of self-promotion using digital media and social media, especially when they don't feel confident?
The best advice that I have is that you really want to focus on promoting yourself as if you are the best at what you do. You want to sell yourself and your abilities to your potential employer. You are, in fact, marketing yourself. So if it helps you to actually take yourself out of the picture, so to speak. So think of it more like this might sound strange, but that you're a product that you're trying to sell. You're a service that you're trying to sell, right? Like you're an employee who is trying to get themselves a job. And just take yourself out of the picture and really look at it. Look at you, how you would want an employer to see you. And then just try to make that come across in your video resume, in your caring support profile, in your other social media channels, your paper resume, wherever you can. Just make yourself and who you are come across in that. Your education is going to shine, you're going to shine, and you're going to get that chance for the interview. It's just taking that first step. Um, the really awesome thing is that Caring Support actually has a blog and a podcast and a YouTube channel, and all of them have really awesome content on it for healthcare workers, for students, for resumes, for nurses, PSWs, anything you can imagine that's healthcare related, you can find on those channels. And if you can't find it, you can always send us a message too, because we're always willing to do some research and to help you out. We want to make sure that you are achieving your dreams. That's what we are here for. We are here to help healthcare workers and healthcare organizations achieve their dreams.
Well, thank you so much, Kaylee. This has been very informative and inspiring, I gotta say. I am inspired. I hope everybody out there is too. So thank you. I really hope that you come back to the podcast very soon because I feel like we only, touch a bit of all the amazing things that you do. And for everybody out there, thank you for listening. We love that you love our podcast. We do it with a lot of love. Right, Kaylee? And I guess we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.
See you next time.